given up. So basically, for those of you who don't know me, 21 years ago, after the birth of my third child, I went blind for the first time. So I had a 6-week-old, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And that just started a roller coaster of health for me. So for the next 15 years, I did everything natural I could. I did everything medical I could. Nothing really stopped the ups and downs of the disease. And so ups and downs looked like wheelchairs, hospital stays, a nursing home at one point, loss of talking at points, loss of bodily functions, just a myriad of experiences. And so I finally, 15 years in, found a medication that would work, and that was chemotherapy. And as you know, that comes with great side effects, but I was willing to take those because then at least I wasn't up and down, and I didn't know if I would get bodily functions back. So I spent my days laying on the couch about 9 hours a day doing one task and laying down. Fast forward 17 years into the disease process, Brett Brimhall comes across this Axio, and my youngest daughter, who was born, turned out to be autistic. So he immediately wanted me to give it to Nicole. And I will tell you guys this, I waited 3 weeks. He gave it to me, and he said, "Did you give it to her yet?" Because I used to see him every week, about 1 to 3 times. And I'd go, "No, I haven't given it to her because she only likes water." He didn't tell me what it would do. And so finally, 3 weeks in, we tried it, amazing results. Fast forward, I started on the products. 4 years later, here I am. I'm living life vertically. I'm off of my medication. I'm saving money because my health is better. I'm able to travel. I'm getting functions back in my body that the neurologist said would never happen. And I have hope for the future. There were times in my disease process, I actually prayed, just said, "God, just take me. It's not fair for my kids. It's not fair for my husband." And I did not know life could get better because I had really tried a lot of therapy. So then the business, very back in the beginning, I did see the ABC primetime because Brett asked me into his office. And when I saw that, I was like, if that's 10% true, I'll try it. But what I saw was the timing. I know network marketing works. I just didn't know it would ever work for me. And I joined other network marketing companies with my sisters because we would join one just so we could all take advantage of the discounts. And we never did it as a business. So I shared along the way, and I really didn't have a belief until about 2 years in. I was a huge skeptic. Even though I was having phenomenal results, I really was like, I didn't know that it would really work for everybody. I didn't have the belief then that I do now. And so I signed up people along the way, had distributors, and I made it up to Pro 3. And I remember just struggling, some months just to get to Pro 2 with an extra 1,000 PV. And I had my blue M&M join the company, as Carrie Dickey says. And boy, she was off and running. My health at that point was so amazing that I was able to work with her. And everything I had done in preparation of watching all the videos, practicing the PowerPoint, all came to head. And so all of that was wonderful as we channeled that. And so my blue M&M is Jessica, for those of you who don't know her. She thought 15 presentations a month meant 15 home meetings filled with people. So we went and we had meetings, one on Friday night, 2 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. We did that every other weekend for about 5 months. And she finally said something to me. She goes, "Man, this 15 meetings a month is horrible." And she goes, "I'm running out of people." And I said, and anyway, that's when the connection was made. And so, but her doing that, she was able to excel in 3 months to a Pro 4 because she brought those people in. And so that also pushed me to a Pro 4. So then I'm thinking, Jessica's going to make Pro 5 way before I will. There's not even a prayer. I'm just going to ride on her tails. I just can't make this business really work for me. And the PV was there. I had some amazing experiences, but in EA in South Carolina, I went to one of the breakout sessions with Tara Wilson and Seth Mulder, and they talked about inviting. And Tara Wilson said, "Don't make it weird, whatever you do." And I could hear that. And I've watched her videos many times. And then she gave us a script. And I came home and started using that script in February. And I just saw progress in my own personal enrollees. And then I was in an LVA, and somebody said something that the business is, the higher you are in the business shows how much you've been able to help people. And I've had a real business disconnect because I felt like if I really pushed the business and shared that, I would lose my authenticity with the products. And what I realized is that because I can share the business, my goal of giving other people hope and experiencing what I have, it can be exponential, because my distributors can talk to their people that I don't know. And I got that, even though I've heard it all along the way, it's just like clicked in me. And so we got to April, and the PV was there, and I looked at the numbers, and I was like, on about the 23rd of the month, I was like, I can do this. And I proclaimed it on a chat that we have. I said, I'm going to go for Pro 5. I'm lacking 2,200 PV. And I said, how do I do it? Somebody give me some scripts, give me some ideas. And you know what? Everybody jumped in and they flowed things to me. The other thing I did was I wrote on a Sharpie on a piece of paper. Now this is my new one for this month, but I wrote 2,200 PV at the top, which I would never ever chart my PV or my customers, because I felt like that would take my authenticity away. But now I realize it actually helps me be more effective. And then as I got each PV order, I'd cross it off. And by April 31st or April 30th at 9 a.m., my last order came in and I made Pro 5. So it was exciting. I've had a couple of ahas along the way, and one would be that I just thought I could flow through this, but I really realized you can get through your family members flowing through things, but you really need network marketing skills of communication and how to guide people through what we call the funnel to be able to progress to those higher levels. You really need those skills. And what's the other aha? Do you remember, Tanya? I'm blanking right now. But anyway, so I'm just thrilled, and I now feel empowered. I feel like I can actually make it. I feel like I can do this and I can make it, and it's exciting because I didn't know I could.
Carrie Dickey would be so impressed with how straight to the point you were right now. It's 8:30, but I have to ask you real quick.
Yes.
The script that Tara gave you, what was that script?
So it's basically, I found that every time, like my friend would say, well, my daughter's struggling in school, and I'd go, oh, you need to see what I'm doing. No, she's fine. I'm fine. I'm taking my meds. I don't need help, So Tara Wilson's script is, I've just joined I've joined a global wellness business. I'd have to find it exactly. And I'm looking for great products, obviously. I'm looking for customers. I'm looking for distributors, great business model. I'm just looking for people to say yes for looking at information. And would you look at this information and then tell me what you think, and maybe you know somebody that you can refer to me. And that alone has helped me be so subjective and helped me be able to open up communication, and where I'm not targeting anybody and I feel like I'm not, it's just really helped me open up.
That's refreshingly honest, right?
Yeah.
It's just so honest. I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this. And yeah, I would love it if you find that. If you could.
Oh, I know right where it is.
Yeah. You can take a picture of that on Facebook, message it to me.
I will.
And post that for everybody. And then my other thing was too, I wanted to ask you real quick. Well, one thing too, you guys, was Ilene never gave up in the process. She kept plugging in, she kept listening, she kept growing. Mm-hmm. And that preparation, as she had nothing happening, prepared her for her blue M&M. So really remember that. Like, sometimes God delays what we want so that he can get us ready for what is ahead. Just remember that. And then also, you talked about, you reached out to this group of people and you said, throw at me what I can do to make this 2,200 work, what were just a couple of the ideas that were given to you to help you get that 2,200 by the end of the month?
Great question. So one was go through, first they gave me a couple of scripts to tell people to be able to restart conversations with former customers, because I've been in 4 years, I've had a lot of people come and go, of, hey, did you know Aaron Brockovich joined our company? Hey, do you know that we have new hair care? Do you know that we have a new physique line? So they gave me some scripts to kind of just say, hey, can I send you some more information about what we've been doing? Mm-hmm. And then I just lost that train. What else did you ask me, Tanya?
The advice you got to hit 2,200.
Oh, I know. And then, so she had me go through my back office, and I went through and I sorted out people who were really great customers, and then say, hey, you know what, if you will be willing to make another 200 PV order by the end of the month, I'll throw in a free hand cream. Mm. So I did a little bit of incentives because I have hand cream left. I have a lot of hand cream. That stuff's amazing. Let me think what else she had me do. She had me write it down so I knew exactly what I was targeting for. And so back to what you said, I had 12,000 maximum from my blue M&M line. I had to come up with 8,000, but I already had 6,000 from all that 4 years of work. Hmm. So that's where, like you were saying, it actually all came into play when all forces met together, which was really cool, that all my work previously actually is paying off.
Awesome. And how do you feel today?
Oh, I'm you know what? I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'm calling, I'm reaching out to people, and I'm continuing on that list of people. And that was the other thing. I tired my voice so fast by talking to so many people that I text a whole bunch of common customers I have, thinking I could just throw it out to them. Not one of them made an extra order. The people that made the extra orders were people I actually talked with.
Wow.
So my text was not effective to help me grow.
Powerful. Thank you so much.
It's easy to text.
It is. It's easy to text, and it gets uncomfortable when you talk to somebody, but then they hear your heart and they hear your tone, and it just kind of can change the way a conversation goes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to go get in my car and go pick some people up.
Yeah, no.
Thank you for getting on. I know you're incredibly busy. Is that your daughter behind you that's getting married?
That is. She's the one getting married next week. Give me a 10-day notice.
Love you. Ilene, I'm so grateful you took the time. And I mean, just the short time you were with us, so many amazing nuggets. And it's just clear too that you had clarity and vision of where you were going. And when you have that, that's going to give you the energy to put in the action and do what you did, and have the posture, like we said, when you make those calls, so that people, they want to support you. They want to, because they trust you. They're in it with you, and look what happened.
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ilene.
Thank you, you guys. I apologize for being late.
Okay. And you guys, I hit record when she came on, so you'll be able to watch this back and share this with your other team members too, which I think is so important. So I love you guys. I got to run, Ilene. Thank you again. Everybody have a great night. Bye-bye.